Cake cookies is the recipe today on Saltiness Isn't Bliss, so come join me in the kitchen. So this recipe combines two delicious desserts, yellow cake and chocolate chip cookies. So let's do it, guys. In a bowl that we can mix our ingredients in, we want to add three things. So we're going to put 2 raw eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and a 1/2 cup or 1 stick of softened butter. I'm going to use unsalted butter, so I'm not adding sodium into my recipe and into my bowl. So now these 3 ingredients that we have just put in our bowl, we want to mix until they are creamy and smooth. Alright, so there we have that. Now to that we're going to add in our entire package of our yellow cake mix. Any brand cake mix will work. And then we will repeat those steps and mix that up so that is nice and creamy as well. Alright, so there is my batter all mixed up. The best way I can describe it is almost like a thick frosting. And let me tell you, it was quite messy to work with. As I was mixing it, it was just kind of splattering everywhere. It was on my shirt, it was in my hair at one point. All part of the fun in the kitchen, right? So now we want to add in our chocolate chips. The only chocolate chips I had in the house were mini. So I'm going to do about a 1/2 cup. If you have regular size, you can always increase that. And of course, we'll drop one out of there. Of course, you can use any kind of chocolate chips, white chocolate, peanut butter, get creative with it, and you can use less, you can use more, whatever your tastes are. So I'm going to dump that in there. And then because that batter is so thick, I decided rather than use a spatula, I'm going to go with a large spoon and just mix those chocolate chips in there that way, because I think that will go a little bit easier, a little bit smoother. There it is with all our chocolate chips mixed in there. So our last step is to get it on a baking sheet to go in the oven. We do want to preheat our oven to 350 degrees. So let's see how this goes. I may have to put something on my hands so this doesn't stick. You know what? Not too bad. Not sticking as bad as I thought it would. So there is my first clump of dough, my first cake cookie, if you will. So you're just going to repeat those steps till you use up all your dough. Then you're going to put it, or all your batter I should say. Then you're going to put it in your preheated oven for about 12 minutes. I will see you then. Here they are right out of the oven. They smell so good. They look so fluffy. So now we're going to leave them sit on the pan for just a couple of minutes. And then as soon as they're cooled after a couple of minutes, we're going to set them over here on some parchment paper. So the great thing about this particular sheet is I was able to find it in a package. These sheets in the package, there's 10 of them, are pre-cut. So it just makes things a little bit quicker, a little bit easier in the kitchen. You can of course always go with the traditional roll and pick and choose the size that you need, but just wanted to mention that because I found these recently and they have just been quite the time saver in the kitchen. All right guys, here they are. So I got 12 on my first baking sheet. I do have some more batter left, so I will hopefully get another 12. But of course that will vary depending on how large you make them. They have turned out just amazing. They really are just so soft and fluffy, and I think it's that cake mix that really seals the deal on these. So if you get a chance, get in your kitchen, make a batch of these, and just enjoy them. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.